In the beginning, before there was time or stars or breath in human lungs, there was the Word, alive, eternal, and with God. And the Word was God. The Word became flesh and stepped into the world He created. Light entered the darkness, but the darkness didn't understand Him. A man named John the Baptist appeared, not as the light, but as a witness to it. He pointed away from himself and towards Jesus, saying, "This is the one." When Jesus began calling his first followers, Andrew, Peter, Philip, Nathanael, something strange happened. People felt seen. Nathanael was shocked that Jesus knew him before they even met. From the start, Jesus wasn't just gathering followers, he was revealing hearts. Then at a wedding in Cana, the celebration ran out of wine, an embarrassment, a quite crisis. Jesus stepped in and turned water into wine, not with spectacle, but with abundance. It was his first sign, and only a few noticed, but it whispered something important. When Jesus is present, emptiness doesn't get the last word. Soon after, Jesus entered the temple and saw something wrong. What was meant to be a house of prayer had become a marketplace. He overturned tables and drove out corruption. People demand an explanation, and Jesus spoke in a mystery. "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it in 3 days." They didn't understand. He wasn't talking about stones and bricks, but about his own body. That night, a respected religious leader named Nicodemus came to Jesus in secret. He had questions, but Jesus went straight to the heart. "You must be born again." Confused, Nicodemus listened, and Jesus spoke of spirit rebirth, of God love for the world, of light, the exposed truth. Some people, Jesus said, avoid the light because it reveals who they really are. As Jesus' influence grew, John the Baptist stepped back, willing, saying words that echoed humility. "He must increase, I must decrease." The spotlight was shifting, and John welcomed it. Then Jesus traveled through Samaria, territory most people avoided, and met with a woman at a well. She expected judgment. Instead, Jesus offered her living water, something that could satisfy her deepest thirst. Her name, her past, without shaming her, and revealed himself as the Messiah. She ran back to her town, transformed, becoming the first messenger to her people. Many believed not because of signs, but because they heard him for themselves. Back in Gilead, Jesus healed a royal officer's son without even seeing him, showing that faith didn't need proximity, only trust. Later, by a pool in Jerusalem, Jesus encountered a man who had been unable to walk for 38 years. With a single command, Jesus healed him. But instead of celebration, controversy erupted because he did it on the Sabbath. Jesus responded by claiming something radical, that he woke as his Father worked. The tension sharpened. The question was no longer what he could do, but who he was claiming to be. Then came a crowd, dozens of hungry people. With 5 loaves and 2 fishes, Jesus fed them all. The people were amazed and wanted to make him king by force, but Jesus withdrew. He wanted them to fulfill their expectations. That night, his disciples struggled against the wind of the sea, and Jesus came to them, walking on water. Fear turned into awe when he said, "It is I, don't be afraid." The next day, the crowd searched for him again, wanting more bread, but Jesus offered something deeper. "I am the bread of life." Not everyone liked that. Many turned away. Then his words became hard to accept. When asked if they could leave too, Peter spoke for the few who stayed. "Where else would we go? You have the words of eternal life." Finally, at a festival of booths, Jesus stood and cried out to the crowd, inviting anyone who was thirsty to come to him and drink. And the people were divided. Some believed, some doubted, some wanted him arrested, but no one could ignore him anymore. And that where the story pauses, not with resolution, but with tension, because the light had come into the word and everyone had to decide what to do with it.